I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV. I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's going on, everybody? You are watching and listening to the after show for Growing Up Hip Hop LA, right here on AfterBuzz TV Network, quarantine style, of course. Before we get into tonight's episode, let's introduce us, the hosts. We're your wonderful hosts. Thank you for tuning in each and every week. I am Howard III. Sitting with me in quarantine style, Miss Missy. How you feeling, Missy?
Hey guys, I'm Missy. I'm feeling great. It's Friday. Happy Friday. I'm just ready to talk about the episode.
Yes, for sure. Byron K in your robe. How are you doing? Oh, Byron, your mic.
My bad, y'all. What's good, y'all? Byron K. We in the building. We're ready to talk growing up hip hop. Let's get it.
Yes. And birthday girl herself. I hope it was a great one. Lisa, welcome back. Did you celebrate? What'd you do? Where'd you go?
I had so much fun quarantine style. Got to chat with some friends. It was a really good time. But I'm excited to be back and talk about this episode.
Yes, and we missed you. We're happy you're back. All right, everybody. So let's get into it. Season 5, episode 17, The Royal Rumble. Overall thoughts with the episode, because I don't know how to feel, really. I mean, what are y'all thinking? Byron, your mic. Byron, your mic. You know what, Missy, what are you feeling?
Okay, well, I think it was just real. It was a lot going on, towards the end when they were starting to fight. I don't know. I just feel like Breeze is like a real instigator. She keeps stuff going. She could have came out very cordial, but instead she kind of picked the nice, nasty with Egypt and was like, oh, he looks so great, but we already know where they stand. So I don't know. It was real crazy, this episode. I don't know. There's a lot going on.
I think Sam and Egypt were both pressed. Definitely Egypt throughout the whole episode. She was just pressed. And then Sam was like the demon on her shoulder telling her what to do. And it was funny. It was an interesting episode. I'm excited to see what happens next. But this one was definitely crazy.
Yeah.
I always think it's interesting when a third party not involved in the drama has an event, and then all of a sudden it turns into the event about this drama. Twist was just having her birthday party. Like, what was going on? Like,
I'm just trying to celebrate. Like, we would just say happy birthday, blow out the candles, and go home. What's going on? I know this. It's just so tricky. I just don't know how to feel about TT. It's just like TT, all the things she was saying to her man about how she wanted to be married first. And, I understand that, but just to find out like they weren't even really dating for that long and now she's pregnant. And then her whole reason of being pregnant was because I told you it wasn't the green light. Like, ma'am, I don't get that. Like, okay, all right, do you? I don't know. Well, this episode, I'm more excited for next week's episode than anything. This one was a nice little like filler to get me into next week.
Yes.
But okay, we'll still talk about it. So we open up with this whole thing with Angela and Bow Wow. I mean, let's just touch on their back and forth, tit for tat type of thing, their funny, playful relationship. Angela sitting there with her friends, her right hand girl and her other friend. And they're pretty much like, we want you to be back with Bow Wow. We want you to run your merchandise, be a power couple, do what you need to do. And Angela's just still not here for it. And really neither am I. I like that they're friends. Like they play off of each other.
Yeah, I like the friendship between them. I don't think they should move forward with a romantic relationship. I think they should just stay platonic. And then like, if it does get to that point of like, they're trying to see where it goes and like it organically develops, then that's okay. But like kind of having like that force, like, oh, we should be in a relationship. Like, I don't think they should go there. And it doesn't matter what everyone else says, because I think they should do what's comfortable,
Yeah, I think there's too much force all around. And I think Angela, it comes with the territory because she put herself in a position by taking on this TV lifestyle. Because anytime we see her spending time with anybody, we're going to automatically make that connection. And that's just how society is. And she's had very public dealings with both Romeo and Bow Wow. So it's to be expected, especially when you're on a show that they're both on. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Angela shouldn't really worry about worry about dating anybody, but like just live her life on TV for right now, because like the pressure that we're putting on her is not going to help her decision anyways, because it has to be who she feels comfortable with, not who people tell her that she looks good with. But again, she kind of put herself in this situation years ago.
Yeah.
I think it's hard though, because it's like we don't give her a storyline except for her talking about who she's dating. So see, like, what else did Angela do with her day besides talk about Romeo and Bow Wow? Like,
taking care of
like
her
that's all
kid.
they let us see. So that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
her,
I'd like to
yeah.
see more. I agree.
No, I think her storyline really, like, I don't think that she has an interesting storyline. I think her storyline is her relationship issues, and then B, just her son, because you know she went through a very serious loss with the father of her son. So I think her life has literally been about her son, her being a mom, and her being a businesswoman. As far as the dating stuff, I think it's just kind of added on for TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Definitely. I mean, I just hope that they can figure this type of thing out, but I don't want them to date again. I don't like that.
As
Like, I
long
just
as they're
like
on
them being friends.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
As
no,
long
no.
as they're on TV, we're always going to be having these discussions. That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah. And definitely we have to have the discussion now, because it's just like with Romeo kind of gone, or is he not gone? We don't kind of really know. We
Mhm.
have to put Angela with somebody, and Bow Wow was somebody who had to step in.
I just feel like Angela just needs a stronger storyline. Like she needs something else going on. You know, like she just has that connection with Bow Wow, and that's it. Like maybe like she should start talking about herself and like what she's doing with her career, and like kind of get away from the relationships and just be more about her and like her son and like moving forward. Because I feel like she gets a lot of pressure with the Bow Wow and Romeo talk, and it's always about that. So maybe she should just switch it up and like go towards a career storyline instead.
I agree. I definitely think it'd be good for a lot of women to see that too. Just like, you know, she's doing it by herself. She kind of has to do it by herself at this point. And she's also got like, you know, businesses going on and stuff. Like, I think it'd be dope to see more of her like actual life.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of life, still TT. So she's getting ready to bring life into this whole, this new world with her being pregnant and all. And I just don't know. Like I'm excited to see TT as a mom, but I'm like kind of scared for her as a mom. I'm just in the middle with her. But I love how she said she's just pretty much ready to do what she needs to do, which is be a mother, but she wanted to be married first. She said she talked to her boyfriend at the moment, Sam, and they were strolling along the beach, and they were like, I didn't see this happening. We've only been together for less than a year. Like, we need to get married. I mean, should she be putting this pressure on Sam? Do we even like think they know each other type of thing? Because it's been a few months only.
That's kind of hard. I mean, I'm single, so I shouldn't really say anything, but
I mean, same, but I'm still gonna say something. So go ahead.
I mean, like they're in a definitely serious, situation. They're gonna bring a child into the world. I mean, pressuring someone is not always the best idea because you can't make someone be with you. So I mean, maybe like let's say she has their baby, like maybe they can kind of play it by ear because like I don't think you can like force anyone to like marry you. So that's kind of a hard one.
Unless you're Jocelyn, because he did do the Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition after show. So if y'all watch that, make sure that you go back and look at it, because Jocelyn definitely did that. But only her. Like not many people can do that. But
Yeah.
I definitely agree. You can't force. First off, you can't force anybody, especially anybody grown, to do anything. And even if you feel like you did, if they're not happy doing it, they're not going to keep doing it. So, or they're not going to be happy doing it either way. So just for you, it's better to not try to force anybody into anything. But I think it's cool that just overall that TT went and got her some white chocolate, about to have her a little mixed baby, living her best life. They out having a good time on the beach.
I know.
It definitely makes sense as to why she went back to Jamaica though, because I was like, that's a random move. But like she living with her mom, she has her mom there, and like, you know what I mean? Like it made more sense now. Be like, okay, so that's why.
Yeah. I was like, okay, TT, well, we'll see. I mean, she's gonna start her businesses there. I wonder if she's gonna be there like permanently, or just try to do like half of the year there, half of the year like in the States. Like, I wonder how she's gonna work that out, because she made her business and everything there. So
yeah,
that'll be interesting to see. I'm here for it. So let's talk about this Egypt and Sam situation because it's like them against the world, them against their family.
Bonnie and Clyde.
They're a power couple. I mean, we saw, when we talk about the party situation, we saw them walking into a party couple, but we see it now how Sam had so much to say about TT and how TT was telling them, like, oh, you need to wait to have a baby. You need to wait to get engaged. And Sam was like, she's the main one who had all this conversation about us. And now here she is doing everything else. And we've been together for 3 years. So they holding it down. I will say this, like, whenever somebody tries to go towards them, it seems to me they just get closer. They get tighter. Like Egypt is not letting Sam go.
I think Sam has a control in the situation. And Sam is actually, to me, he's a scary person. Not physically, but because I believe he could be, if he chooses to be, a master manipulator. And he's a master at shifting the perception of the narrative. So, everybody has their own narrative, right? But he has a way of trying to paint the narrative a certain way. And he's so good at it that it actually works for Egypt. So he's able to paint a picture that Egypt sees clearly, and she acts and reacts based on the picture that Sam painted in her head, which I think that's kind of scary and dangerous because, like, he's kind of, in a sense, and I get what people are saying because everybody's against Sam. It seems like he could definitely be manipulating her in a mental way, but not that he like means any true harm, but it's more of a controlling thing. That's what I feel. I could be wrong though.
I can see that.
Yeah,
that felt kind of deep.
Dang, you did go there. And I just feel like Egypt is very insecure with her relation. Like
that
she's
too.
insecure and she's looking for approval with Sam. Like, why do you need everyone to say, oh, he's great? Like, why is she looking for approval? If you want to be with him, if you know he loves you, respects you, is everything you're looking for in a man. Like, why do you need approval from everyone? So that's something that I'm like, why? It's weird. So I think she should grow out of that and just start living her life the way she wants to live it and not bring everyone in.
She needs to live more like TT because it seems like, all right, so here's the thing. It's so funny. When they were talking earlier in the episode, like on the beach, TT and her man was just like doing their thing. And then Egypt keeps bringing up the like, you didn't tell me this, you didn't tell me that. And then she's trying to throw it in TT's face, like, my future husband. It's like, as if she was trying to make her jealous or something. It's like, first off, they don't want your life or your man. So I think that it's really just underlying bitterness right now with Egypt. Like, she went for an apology. Not only did she not get an apology, but she got a pregnant belly shoved in her face. And then she saw like the man who it was by, and it's like they're perfectly happy. So now she feels kind of like, well, damn, what about me? My man's not even here. So I think she's just bitter.
Again, that's insecurity.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was also crazy to know they've been together for 3 years. Like when they were like, we've been together 3 years. I said, that's a long time to be fighting like this with the people you love and care about. Like about someone you're dating. Like that's a lot. That's a long time.
Yeah, it's definitely too much. You said Egypt needs to grow up?
Yes.
Oh.
Sam too then in that case.
Yeah, Sam's a mess. It's a whole mess. I mean, speaking of mess, let's get into this whole party situation for Lil Twist's birthday. You see why we got our robes on, because it's a pajama theme.
You know.
Y'all look real cute.
Almost knocked my computer down. Let me stop.
See, you know what? But so this whole pajama theme party with Lil Twist, it starts out, everybody's cool, calm, and collected. We see Romeo. You must be thinking about me. That we see Bow Wow and Angela show up together. They just said they arrived together, but I think they showed up in the same car. And Lil Twist has a crush on Ava, which I didn't know that, Boogie's sister, at all. I said, sir, I think she's like 18, 19, but do you?
I mean, she's taller than him though, so that counts for something.
Oh no.
Good night.
Flip that.
I wasn't ready.
But this whole party situation was something else. Like it started out nice, and then when it came down to Egypt and Bree, like it just turned left. I mean, arguments and Angela kind of caught in the middle, but she was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna head out type of thing. Like, let me wrap it up. I mean, what are y'all thoughts about this whole party situation? It's a lot to talk about in there.
Honestly, Angela being like, so I'm gonna go was my favorite thing. I also love that, like, when anybody else in the cast comes that like Angela's not close with, she's like, hi, how are you? Like, she's really, you can tell it's kind of like not her thing. These aren't really her people.
Exactly.
And especially she's not with the drama. She's like, oh, y'all about to fight? I'm gonna go. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she be out.
So I kind of love that about Angela, honestly.
She ain't about the drama. She's
She's
about
really
the check.
not.
She come, she do her episode, make her money, and go back home.
With her executive
does.
producer credit, ready
Right.
to go.
Yeah, she was so awkward. She was like, I feel tension. I'm just gonna leave and go home. She like left the whole party.
The whole
I know.
Yo, speaking of that, we do have a few comments in this chat too. So speaking of Angela, so Beauty by Maya K. She said, hey guys, love your after show. It always makes me laugh. Bree is cool and all, but I have to agree with you on what you said about Bree last week. It wasn't the right time or place for the nonsense. And I agree. However, this week, I think that Bree's actually trying not to get involved in the nonsense, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
You felt
I would agree
that?
with
I don't
that.
know. She was definitely kind of playing that instigator card.
Nah, when Egypt first pulled up to the, you talking about with Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when Egypt first pulled up to the table, when Angela was there, Bree was like, we don't have to talk about this now, or we can talk about this separate. So she tried to diffuse it and
She
deflect
did.
it right there. Then not only that, after she said that, Egypt moved from the far seat to the seat that Angela was in. She was the aggressor in that case.
I don't know. I just
agree.
feel like she definitely had a plan though. Bree came with a plan if Egypt did come a little bit more like intense to the party, but I still feel like she wanted to start drama.
Bree
Regardless.
was there with her wife. She just wanted to have a good time in her little donkey. Was it a donkey pajama? What was she wearing?
Unicorn.
It was a
A
unicorn.
unicorn.
Oh, my bad.
Donkey.
But no, I'm sorry. But
She's
no,
an
she just wanted to
ass.
have fun in her unicorn pajamas with her girl. Like, I don't think you switch into unicorn pajamas to fight somebody.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
That's a
Crazy
fight
thing.
you might. It is a little bit more comfortable, a onesie.
All right, so let me ask you right now, Howard, Mr. Robe, would you fight somebody in that robe right now?
I sure would.
Okay, well, never mind then. Okay.
Listen.
Honestly, I would too, but it would feel funny. Actually, I would take it off. Let me take this robe off real quick. I don't want to get it dirty.
I get 1-2 hits lead, and then I take the robe off.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, Floyd Mayweather.
But this whole party thing, I was just like, I don't understand. Like, I understand, but I just don't understand Egypt and just being so aggressive towards Brie. I felt like she could have really nipped this in the bud. Everything could have been cool. And then for her to kind of buck up a little bit, I'm like, Brie is crazy. Brie will take it there in 2.5 seconds. Why would you even try to, step up to her type of thing? I think Egypt came there ready to fight. She knew Brie would be there because she came with her hair up in her sweater and was like, it's going to be what it is. But to me, Egypt's not really a fighter. So I was a little shocked to see her step up like that.
She better not get beat up in the next episode.
I mean,
That's what I'm
With all that math.
she came ready to fight. Had her hair in a top knot, had a hoodie on, didn't even wear pajamas. She was ready.
She was ready in sweats
I'm not
and
gonna
tennis
lie.
shoes.
Looks can be deceiving though. Like,
Yes.
you may come looking ready, but are you ready? Like, really ready?
Let me tell you who she thought she was fighting. Like, she didn't go there to fight Brie because you got to think she's already bitter. Ain't nobody apologized to her. She said early in the episode, everybody owe me an apology at this point, and I'm going to collect. So her confronting Brie was her confronting TT, her confronting her mom, TT's mom, and even her mom, because Egypt's own mom was going against her on the phone a little bit. So basically, she's mad at everybody. So it's like, you know what? I can just take it out on Brie because she can't take it out on nobody else. But she's probably gonna find out she can't take it out on Brie either. So we'll see.
I said, nah, little girl, you don't want this. Because Brie, she known to fight. They was fighting at the engagement party. I'm like, she about it. You know what I mean? And she did. I think Brie tried. She was like, I really don't want to fight with you. I just want to talk to you. You don't have to come at me so aggressive. And you could tell she was already probably lit. So it was just like, okay, she's telling you, calm down.
Exactly.
Calm down.
Never fight somebody who doesn't want to fight. Like somebody who say, listen, I don't want to do this. Don't fight that person. I'm telling you.
You probably gonna lose.
Okay.
I also think I just don't like when they come to somebody else's function to fight. Can we do this out in the parking lot, outside of the party? Can we do it another day? Because like it's so rude. We was trying to have a birthday party that was intentionally a zen chill vibe in pajamas. We was just trying to chill. Like we can't have fun. Like I don't know.
Nah, they wanted that action.
They wanted that action. And then to see Sam, so I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, Sam is kind of, in the other room. When the camera panned a little bit, I said, it was like them and then Sam. I said, Sam said he didn't want no part of it, but here he literally could have took 2 steps and been right there in there.
Yo.
I was like, okay, you gonna say something, you not, you gonna see how it plays out. Like,
I'm glad you said that, Howard, because Beauty by Maya K, shout out to you again in the chat. She said, Sam, because if you see someone who is your fiance getting into a fight with someone else, you're supposed to do something and stop it, not standing there cackling like a hyena. Sam could have done more.
He was scared though. He want his nails getting ripped off.
Here's a fight to happen though.
He said what?
Oh no, I was gonna say, here's the thing about when men fight or when men get hype. So as long as it's just the women, everybody can kind of stand and watch. Maybe somebody will go in and try to break it up and all this kind of stuff. But as soon as the way it is in like most like rougher environments, if one man stands up, every other man is going to stand up. Like, not that they're going to do something, but they're making sure that they're ready in case something pops off. So as you saw towards the end, as soon as Sam kind of even approached one step, Lil Eazy-E was like, all right, what up? You know what I'm saying? Like, he got ready. Everybody got ready. That's just how it is in those situations. So with that said, Sam he'll take it to a certain point, but I don't think Sam will take it past that point because he knows who's in the room.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, he doesn't want his connections.
Yeah. And as long as it's just like some female stuff, then Sam feels like he can handle it. But if some real ish pop off,
He definitely breaking nails in.
For sure. He was like, yeah, I got the acrylics. I said, okay, well, he living in his truth. He said, I got the acrylics.
He ain't busting no grapes. He ain't busting no grapes.
He said, that's what I got. And then Bree said this line. I said, girl, you didn't have to do it. When Bree was like, we weren't at an engagement party. We was at your husband's coming out party. I said, you ain't got to do her like that. You ain't got to do her.
That's exactly where we were.
So let me ask you, do you think that is still a source of Sam's? It seems that he's insecure. So would you say that that's a source of his insecurity still? Like, even though he said, like, I'm not straight, but I'm not gay. So he kind of came out. Do you think he's still not fully comfortable yet?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
He might not be fully comfortable. I don't even know. He might not even want to put a label on whatever he's going through. But
so what is he after at this point? Because it seems like he's constantly trying to prove himself. So what is he trying to prove?
With whatever he's trying to prove, that was not the time or place. Like, that was not about you. That's all I feel, totally.
True.
I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely. I don't know what I guess we have to watch and find out, because it's something there. I mean, of course, he's got the public eye all on him, and like people going through his bank accounts and, saying how he's so broke and stuff like that. So maybe he's just trying to prove something to us or people instead of trying to prove something to himself.
I think he needs to get off TV.
That's good.
I can see that. A good, like, 2 seasons off and then
just get off TV, man. If you make music, just focus on your music for a couple years.
But if he gets off TV, would he still be with Egypt? That's the question.
Ooh.
Probably not.
What is this relationship for?
I know. I don't think so.
Oh.
He's just after clout. He's chasing clout right now. And so
he's a young Tekashi.
Yeah. He's like, Egypt is like his ticket there, because like she's kind of like the enter of like the entertainment music world. And then he can kind of go like kind of be like a little frog, like hop from different areas to figure out where he's trying to go next.
But her within herself, she's not popping though like that in the music world.
No, not the music world, but just like her parents and just
I know, but I get it. But that's where it comes from. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I feel like in that case, that's kind of desperate. Like, how are you going to try to, it's one thing if you're going to leech off somebody who's out there getting it, but how are you going to leech off somebody who's just the daughter of somebody who was out there getting it?
As he's desperate.
That's sad.
Exactly. Maybe he's thinking he can use her to get meet one producer, or maybe his mom would be able to introduce him to some type of somebody who might be able to take his music somewhere else.
And these parties that they're going to, he doesn't know who's gonna be there. That's why he's not gonna pop off and start like scratching eyeballs and stuff. Like he's gonna be like in the back. It's just kind of observing because he doesn't want to burn bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope they get it together. I mean, Little Twist Party did seem like it was a good time. The pajama thing was nice. A nice little, I'm thinking it's an Airbnb. I don't know. Wherever the location was, it looked very nice.
Can we talk about how dope Twist is, man? Twist is funny. I like how he's really himself, 1,000%. Like, there's 0% of me that think that he acts for the cameras. I really think that he's really that wild of a dude. And I can tell by his interactions with everybody, because nobody ever seems surprised by him. Like, it seems like that's just so normal. Like, here's how I know. Even with Boogie, with Twist talking to Boogie about his younger sister, and Boogie's not even mad, because I could sense like Boogie's like, I know how Twist is. And that's how come, like, you could tell that Boogie's like, Twist can be Twist, but if they do get serious, then I'm gonna be on him. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's just dope how Twist is such a like free spirit, and I think it really shines through on this season.
I 1,000% agree with that, because even when people came to the party, they're like, Twist, what's up? Like, they were so happy to see him and celebrate him. Even you can tell the whole vibe of that night was just like, we all here to actually have a good time. We're actually friends with this guy. Like, let's just be here and be chill until, you know, things went left. But it was very genuine, chill vibes. I totally agree. I love Twist. I love him and Briana, because I think he calms Briana down some.
Yeah.
Because she'll say something wild, he'll be like, what? Like, it's really funny.
Yeah.
I like that friendship.
Me too.
It. For sure. All right. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to touch on?
Oh, let me check my notes. Okay.
Byron took notes?
I mean, you know how we do. I got like 5 of them things wrote down.
Oh boy.
I already said everything I wanted to say, except there's one quote that Titi said. She said that Sam is in like one big charade of who he is. So that really makes me question, like, what is he after? Because it seems like to the people who are near Sam, he's kind of lost in himself. Like, I guess he's kind of trying to figure it out, which we all are, but it's just different because he's trying to figure himself out on camera in the public eye with a public figure, aka Egypt. So it's a little bit trickier.
A lot of layers to it, definitely.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts. So it's like, it's one thing to try to get your life together, but to try to get your life together on TV with the famous like MC's daughter, it's like,
Yeah.
It's also interesting, like all these music videos, all these makeup things, and all these like, where are they at? Like, you know,
I was gonna ask, have you seen any of them? I haven't seen any.
All I've seen is cut for it.
What's Sam's music name?
Oh, I went on his Instagram.
You follow him?
Oh.
No, I didn't follow him, but I just wanted to see, like, does he have an Instagram? So I went on it.
Yeah.
He just had like
the distinction
himself and like him in Egypt, and like their relationship is real. I thought it was just for TV, so I was like, oh, okay. Like,
is it popping?
Is he popping? Does he have music on there?
Yeah, I didn't go on it though.
No, but he's actually like promoting it. Okay.
Yeah, he has music on his little, like, you know how you have a little link on your bio? He was like, click here for my music, and I was like,
you didn't click? You made it that far and didn't click? I'm gonna go click.
Go click.
I'm about to go click.
I was like, oh, I'm scared.
Not I'm scared.
You know he the
It
Joker.
could be anything. What is really his style? Who knows?
Yeah.
Wow. So Shanice Sweet Smile said Twist is the Joker. And then Beauty by Maya K said Lil Twist is too funny. He's a trip. And then Shanice said I would hang with him.
I would hang with Twist too.
He reminds me of like another version of Lil Wayne, like a younger
Absolutely.
version. He gives me that vibe because I used to listen to his music when I was in high school, and then he like fell off, and I was like, what happened to him?
You know what? I think Twist is literally living the childhood that Wayne didn't have.
Oh, that's nice. He gets a shot at that. Sorry.
Because like, that makes sense now. Because Twist really is like a younger Wayne. Like, I feel like Twist is the other side of Wayne. Like, Wayne got the Wayne gangster side that's been rapping, but you know by now that Wayne has his more fun, chill, whatever side too. I think that Twist is a big portion of that.
I agree with that. I would definitely say, going back to those high school days, if y'all haven't heard Lil Secret by Bow Wow and it made me think of this episode, honestly. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so nice. Throwback.
I'm sorry, I do have to make a quick clarification. So Shanice Sweet Smile said,
oh, okay.
Wow. Look at
It's all
that.
coming together. I love that.
It's all just flowing together. Well, let's get into our special segment, our glowing up fashion, who we think just look the best in the episode. It could be anything from clothes to personality to makeup. I mean, who was just giving us that vibe, that glow up? Byron, did you have one?
Oh, yeah. All right, this is actually crazy. But I'm giving it to Sam. His outfit when he walked into that party was fresh. Him and Egypt, they did walk in fresh as hell. But Sam's outfit was fresh. I would rock that easy. He was lit. He was lit. But see, that shows you I'm a balanced person because I was talking all this shit, but then I gave him glowing up fashion.
Look at you.
I guess.
You know. Leave a comment, y'all.
I'm gonna say Angela. I liked her little PJ set. It was like a dress, nightgown, robes. It was cute. I was like, okay, with the heels. But I wouldn't be wearing heels to bed, but it was cute outfit.
I know. I said, Angela, what? What are you? Okay, do you, girl? Do you? Lisa?
I was here for Bree's onesie because I feel like she's the only one out of our cast who committed to the theme 1,000%. Because everybody came in there like, I don't know. Angela didn't do the pajama game. It was cute. She looked good. She looked good, sis. I mean, she looked good. But we was in pajamas, onesies. You know what I mean? Like I thought Bree looked the cutest and looked like she was there to have fun.
She did. I was gonna give her mine, but then I was like, damn, Sam came in kind of fresh.
But I'm saying like y'all can't wear you can wear a silk dress to bed. You get that from Victoria's Secret.
I hear you, sis. I'm with you. I hear you. You wore heels and a leather jacket. You didn't have to do all that.
Okay, not the leather jacket part, but she could have worn like a robe to go over it or something.
Yeah,
that would have been cute.
Robe.
Like a silk robe. That would have been cute.
That would have been cute. I give mine to Egypt.
Oh, okay.
Egypt had her in her confessional. It was like her at-home confessional where she had the blonde wig. It was like
yeah.
I said, you know what? Okay, Egypt. You up here doing it. You know she did it herself because she at the house. You ain't got your glam squad. So that's all, that'd have been all her. I said, you know what? Growth. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. If we have any fan shout outs there. Well, I mean, we have everybody in our chat, but we shout you out.
I got you
throughout the episode. Byron got us here.
I got you. So we got a few last week. Shanice Sweet Smile's been going hard all day, every day, and I really appreciate that. So she said, good to be seen, good to be heard. LOL, I love Byron. Oh, I stole that from Howard, by the way, in the beginning of the show. So that's why they was laughing at it. T-Mac said, there is absolutely categorically nothing about Sam I find attractive. He's just a highly manipulative individual who has digmatized Egypt. Love is blind. And thanks for the shout out.
Ooh, wow. That's how you really feel.
Yeah, man. I'm going to just leave it there, man, because our comments really have been lit lately. So please, y'all, keep leaving comments. We're going to keep reading them in the live chat and from last week. So y'all know, stay lit.
Yes, I'm here for it. Man, another good episode.
Yes.
Before we wrap up, let's get into some predictions for next week. Yes. Okay.
And now,
so
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, predictions. So this next week we'll probably end up seeing the actual fight or at least some type of interaction. What is hopefully
you're right.
Security doesn't break it up too quick. You know what I mean? So Lisa, do you want to kick it off? What are your predictions for next week?
Hands will certainly be thrown. I don't know if there will be any connecting punches once again because of security. And all I really saw in the clip where we actually got to see it was like Briana just losing her mind and no one letting her through. I kind of hope somebody breaks it up though, because once again, we're trying to have a fun party. So
Go ahead, Missy.
Byron? Oh, Missy?
Let Missy go.
I want to see what Pep got to say about the fight because she was sounding a little concerned on FaceTime. So I want to see what her motherly advice will be, just to see if, oh, did you beat her up? Or dang, why'd you do that? I want to see what side she'll be on.
Yeah. I believe there's going to be this much fighting and this much talking after the fight. So I think that they're building us all the way up this week, just so next week it looks like it's going to be a fight, and then they argue and they get in each other's face. Then 4 seconds later, security comes in, break it up, carry them away from each other. Meanwhile, they're talking all this mess about each other, and I would have beat that, like all of that kind of stuff. So I think that's going to happen. And then from there, who knows? But it ain't going to be no real punches thrown. And I don't think that Egypt can fight like that.
Do you think Sam's gonna jump in?
I don't see it.
Do I think what?
Do you think Sam's gonna jump in?
I don't think he's gonna jump in because Sam is not stupid. He's wild, but he's not stupid. There's too many other dudes there who are more about that than he is. So he may get involved as in like to protect his woman, but he ain't putting hands on nobody at all.
Yeah.
He know better.
I see the same thing. I don't see Egypt really. We're going to see a glimpse of the fight, maybe a little bit of pushing, because we saw Bree was like, hold my rings, baby, hold my rings. So definitely some pushing action, but it's going to be broken up so quick. And then it's probably going to be a done deal. Like Bree and Egypt, I don't think they're going to bounce back from this.
Yeah. In order for a real fight to happen on TV, it has to just happen. You can't talk about a fight and lead into a fight because security's already ready. You have to just fight.
Yeah. And definitely, if they don't fight at that party, they'll probably try to fight off camera or somewhere else in another event. Like, you just gotta let them do it.
Let them do it.
I don't think Egypt would ever fight her off camera because she would lose very badly.
Maybe that's why she wanted to fight on camera, because she knew she had all the protection from like Sam and production and security. Because you got to remember, there's security and there's production. So
Yeah. So many people. Well, we'll just have to wait and see until next week. Definitely, if you guys are watching and listening to our after show, give us those 5 stars on iTunes and leave a comment there. Keep leaving those comments down below. Send us that news and gossip too. I know some of y'all out there in the streets, so you got your ears to it, so let us know. I am Howard III here. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Howard III. I also do another show on AfterBuzz on Sundays called I Hate Social Media. But we really love it. So make sure you guys hang out with me there at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Missy, where can we find you?
Hey guys, you can find me on all social media platforms at Missy Vernier. My last name is spelled Vernier.
Yes. Byron K.
What's good, y'all? Byron K. You can find me everywhere online at Hero from the 90s, or you can just go to herofromthe90s.com.
Right. Lisa?
Hi, guys. You can find me everywhere at Lisa Satchell. Yeah, just come chat with me.
Yes. All right, guys. And we'll be back here next Friday talking all things growing up hip-hop. We'll see you later. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.